It's more along the lines of like, let's go beyond planning and do more with it. I have been working with Oscar de la Hoya Animo, which is one of our high schools in our org, and they were the ones that were like, let's do it. Let's pilot MagicSchool AI. Let's use all the features and all the things. I support other schools alongside that one, and I really do see a difference in how teachers are starting to shift their practice and their planning because of the AI tools that you guys have. I think as an org, our challenge was more around AI is coming, and we haven't really been doing anything with it. And we can't rely on students just exploring on their own, because we have to teach them how to use these tools and how to use it as a tool and a resource versus relying on it. So Liz and I did a PD on it. And that PD, I think, shifted teachers' thinking. So I think that was the first layer where we were like, it's not taboo. Let's shift your thinking and start to have you explore on your own a little bit and look at it from a different lens. And I think maybe a month after that, we started seeing teachers play with it a little bit more. You can create rubrics. You can attach a PDF from the curriculum and it'll create a rubric for a specific problem. And they were like, oh, wow, whoa, like this is amazing. So it was not only, I think, a time saver, but it created some excitement in teachers to like explore planning or really understand what's in the curriculum, what's in their lesson, and really try to understand like what students need to walk out with from the lesson. I think teachers are more prepared to have other conversations. So instead of me going in like, let's spend 2 prep periods co-planning a unit, I can walk in and they already have all the prep work done. Like I already use the standards unpacker and I already know what the standards are. Like what I need help with is doing the math and understanding what students should walk out with. Let's look at this specific problem. In my lesson planning, I think teachers have already used the tools like the rubrics. They've already used the standards unpacker. And what they use it for is how can I make more creative activities instead of just going straight off of the curriculum, which they do, but how do we make it more exciting? How do we make it, tailor it more to my classroom? So because they've done all that, I can now go in and just say like, okay, we don't have to do all this pre-planning because you did it. Let's go straight into looking at student work. Let me give you another example. They had to do a student work analysis, and instead of most of the time being used to like, make sure you have a mastery response, make sure you have a no-show chart that unpacks your standards. Like they already had that and they just used 2 minutes to take that out. So the conversations there were more about like, this is a gap and this is how I'm going to address the gap with my students and this is where I'm going to plan for it. And at other campuses, let's say I'm doing something similar, either one-on-one or with a department, it's a lot of let's actually sit down and do a no-show chart. Let's actually sit down and do the mastery response. And I just got to a point where in my coaching, I'm like, we have a tool for that. Just add it into the standards unpacker. Let's unpack the standard. What should students walk out with from this lesson? It's so much faster to dive in with the teachers using the AI versus the teachers that are like, oh, I keep forgetting that this exists. And now we can go deeper into what you really need to understand from the unit or the lesson. It's more along the lines of like, let's go beyond planning and do more with it.